Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the New England Patriots and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
49's the mic. 49's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Zimmerman, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Set. 18 Gator.
They don't want it. Got double tight. Double tight. We got 3. We got 3.
On first down, it's Zimmerman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Here's Jones on first down, and he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line. Switch up, switch up. Big river.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
You better talk to your boy, have him protect you.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like it.
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
You can't block me.
To throw on 3rd down, Schaefer. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Mike.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Let's go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You gonna get this, boy? Use the 61. Matchbox lights. You think you gonna get this? Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Pull it high.
On 2nd and 12, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
55. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
From the gun on 3rd down, Schaefer. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the double.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Pass.
Eddie Weapon.
March edge.
Hey.
53's the Mike. Check 53.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
53, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down, it's Mack. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
6 man. Check curl.
Off play action. Schaefer. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Rivers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he's going to go down again.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
High 7.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, box drop, pilot, 64, weak.
Here I come.
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Blue draw, court, go.
On 3rd down, Schaefer eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Here, baby. Your trip ends here.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Go. Hey, check Mike. Ready?
Off the play fake. Schaefer. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Come on.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Bravo.
55's Mike, guys. 55. Who that? Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Slam.
From the 25 on second down. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's King. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go.
Here's St. Brown on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
24, watch 24.
Back to throw. Schaefer, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's do this.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
18, Gator.
In the middle, 55. Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Off play action. Schaefer. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
70,
Second and 10 now from the 27.
I'm about to take you to school.
Ready.
Now a carry from Mack. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Zimmerman, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, just
Throwing Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Zimmerman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Zimmerman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
All day, every day.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is Harris. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
and that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's Jones throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jones now operating from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We got this.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Schaefer got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Continuing to fight for more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. Schaefer. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now, it's Mack, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Schaefer nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Second and 1. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Hey, eat. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for L.A. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the home